Okay, there's me.
There you go. 1, 2,
There's
1,
me.
2, 3.
I got the limp mic today. All right. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. I just sent that out just so
Oh, nice.
but just I didn't want to show the crowd.
Wisconsin's down 20.
Oh my God.
5 minutes.
Really?
So I will get rid of my streaming thing.
Yeah.
Okay, Twitter. You know, I've got this.
Twitter.
I've got this app.
Yeah.
That I use to check traffic and stuff. And it's like when I get in my car, it'll say, if I'm at work, it'll say 40 minutes,
Oh, really?
20 miles to drive home or something like
wow.
that. Or if I get in my car at home, it'll say 40 minutes, 20 miles to go to work.
Wow. Is
Today
it Waze,
I get
or is it something else?
Waze, yeah.
Waze? Yeah.
Today I get in, and it says 44 minutes to drive to University of Tampa.
Really?
I mean, how would it know?
I didn't know that.
Does it look and go, on Saturdays he goes to the University of Tampa?
Wow, that's scary, isn't it? Sharon
always says to work.
Sharon was up in D.C. with Adam, and they were talking about something about Dungeons and Dragons, a certain thing about Dungeons and Dragons, and how Adam said, well, I haven't done this since I was a kid in high school, blah, blah, and he's talking about it. An hour later, they go on Facebook, and there is an ad for that game. Total coincidence, or now is Siri listening is what I'm wondering. Because Sharon started turning off her phone, Siri. She turned off Siri at this point because she's like, I don't use it to ask Siri much anyway.
Yeah.
But if she's listening, I mean, I know Google, the Google app thing at home, Google Home or whatever they call those things, they listen all the time.
Really?
So that they can hear stuff. But you hope that they're not turning that information around. Isn't that something?
See, I thought it was odd when you and I were talking about that concert, and I get access.
You wonder now.
I mean, which I can understand how that could happen, but the other one is weird.
If you want to retweet that, I just said we're calling the game. Oh, yeah. All right. Cool, man.
Thank you.
All right.
Okay.
It's time.
It's game time.
It is. Oh, here, you get this is yours.
Okay.
But I'm just going to.
Do you need a roster like this? I've got an extra.
No, I don't need the roster. I was just, for the standings, if we start talking about it, you make sure you have them handy, because I'll just mention, first place on the line, hashtag first place on the line.
One of 4 teams, 3-1. Yeah. No, Barry's 2-1.
Yeah, but there's 4 teams are 3-1, and then Barry's right there.
2 at 2-1, 1 at 3-2. 7 teams in the conference are above 500 right now. I guess that's early in the season.
Yeah. Well, we're about there.
How was her name? Layden Akako?
Oh, she's not here.
Oh, okay.
She was a freshman that didn't make the trip.
Okay.
I guess we're standing. Oh, look at you! You got the nice big phone.
Just got that a couple weeks ago.
Did you?
Our time had run.
Yeah.
Our contract or whatever, they're like, you're due for a new one. So we did.
Cool. This is good. I like it.
All right. We're on the air.
You should hear my ears and your text Spartans. This Sunday, who's mine? Still America with the way of
And a very pleasant good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to University of Tampa Berry Buccaneer basketball. This is the Sunshine State Conference Digital Network. I'm Scott Lynn, joined by Jack Ike. We've got the women's game today here at 2 o'clock, and the men coming up at 4, and both games involve teams that are battling for first place in the Sunshine State Conference.
I tell you, this women's game is going to be a good one. The two hottest teams of the conference, Tampa coming in 3-1 in conference play, 6-1 overall, winners of their last 5. Berry 2-1 in the conference, with winners of their last 4 games. You look at this conference right now, there are 4 teams tied at 3-1, which is Eckerd, Tampa, Embry-Riddle, and Rollins. Right behind, Berry and Nova Southeastern at 2-1, just haven't played enough games yet. Florida Southern at 3-2, so there's your first 7 teams in the conference, all with winning records.
This is terrific, and in fact, Berry's coming off a very impressive win over Rollins Wednesday night, 78-60. Rollins, one of the nationally ranked teams, and a team that a lot of people were thinking might go through the Sunshine State Conference, if not unbeaten, certainly with very few losses. But on Wednesday night, it was all Berry Buccaneers. They had a 41-29 advantage on the boards, held Rollins to just 4 of 20 shooting from beyond the arc. Let's get you the starting lineups first for the Berry Buccaneers. Number 10, Barbara Cusino, a 5'10 senior from Chile, has been a terrific addition to this Berry basketball team. Injured much of last year. She is one of the stars of the team this year, leading the team with 16.6 points per game. Stephanie Grenada, number 12, is a 5'2 guard out of Miami. Ida Anderson, number 22, is in the starting lineup, a 5'10 guard out of Sweden. Again, she played 2 years at Stetson. We see that Division I ability on the floor here today. Ellen Ekdahl, number 32, is also from Sweden. She's a 5'10 senior guard forward. And then also Kiara Palmer, number 34. Palmer is made the all-newcomer team last year, had 9 double-doubles last season, was second in the SSC at 15.6 points a game, and led the conference with 8.6 rebounds per game. She is a handful. She's leading them with 9.1 rebounds per game this season. The starting lineup for the Tampa Spartans, Faith Sanders, number 1, a 5'10 guard forward out of Savannah, Georgia. She starts at one of the positions. Rachel Warden is the point guard, 5'8 guard, sophomore from Elizabethtown, Kentucky. Karma Jeremy, number 5, is a 5'8 senior from Orlando, Florida, out of Colonial High School. Stasia Titers, number 22, first-year player out of Georgia State University. 2 years there. She is the leading scorer and rebounder for the Spartans. And Molly Franzen, number 44, coming off a career-high 20-point game against Valdosta State. Franzen out of Tinley Park, Illinois, a 6'2 center. Spartans get the tip. They'll have the first opportunity today. Warden gives it to Titer. Titer looking. They go inside to Franzen. Franzen posts up, puts it up. No good. Short. And a rebound. Hauled down by Kiara Palmer.
You look at the Berry lineup, 3 players in double digits, 40-plus points in those 3 players of the 71 they average. So about 60% of their points right there.
Ball knocked away, but recovered by Berry. Yeah, this is a team that shoots the three-pointer very well. They'll shoot it often, and a very quick release here is knocked down by Ellen Ekdahl.
Funny you mentioned that.
Yeah. Ekdahl's not even one of their main three-point shooters. No. That's just her 4th make of the season. She's now 4 for 10. But they have Harriet Swindells, who comes off the bench out of England, is someone who will 2 dribbles across the half-court stripe. She's in range, and we'll see that today. Karma Jeremy's jumper just a little bit short. Tom Jesse told me earlier, he says he's a little concerned that his team hasn't had the offense that he thinks they'll have in the season. Their shot no good. Franzen gets the rebound. Nice spin move inside.
Good move inside, just wouldn't fall.
And how about that entry pass right between the legs, a bounce pass there to get it into the post position.
All it has to do is get there.
Titer gives it up. Sanders now. Not a perimeter shooter. She tries to give to Jeremy, and the ball is turned over by the Spartans. In a hurry, going the other way. Anderson stops, lays it up and in. Ida Anderson, and now Tom Jesse wants a quick timeout. Just a minute and a half into the game. It's 5-0. And he's like, we got to get going.
Yeah, I think Tom realizes what's going on with this game and that you don't want it to get out of hand quickly and then you're in trouble.
He also wanted to make a point to one of the officials here. He thought that there was maybe a foul at the other end and then maybe a travel at this end just before the shot was put up and in off the glass. He made a point before he talked to his team to go in and he talked to 2 of the officials directly. And then now he went in and talked to the rest of his team.
Well, you don't want to give them any opportunities. with unforced errors like that. Right. Tropical Smoothie Cafe, one of our great sponsors. Their menu boasts bold, flavorful smoothies, a healthy appeal, all made to order from the freshest ingredients. Toasted wraps, sandwiches, flatbreads, and bowls are made fresh with quality meats and cheeses, fresh produce, flavorful sauces. They are located downtown at 200 North Tampa, just around the corner and over the river from UT.
All right. So the Spartans now will inbound. In the backcourt, Karma Jeremy, Rachel Warden. Warden's had a couple of really nice games, had a career best game against Lynn when she knocked down 7 of 9 3-pointers for a career-high 23 points. She also had a 7-point career-high 9 rebound game last time out against Valdosta State. She's playing well. Warden brings it across the stripe. Franzen sets a high pick. Warden tighter. Inside it goes to Franzen. Turnaround 7-footer. No good. And the rebound hauled in by Palmer.
That was a good look.
Yeah.
Just wouldn't fall.
They're getting the good looks. They're going to need to make the shots, though.
They had a slow start against Valdosta and then came on after the first quarter and had pretty much control of that game, and then it got a little tighter.
Yeah. Nice move inside. Now Palmer ends up with it. Pump fake, gets to the rim, and lays it in as she beats Franzen in the paint. 7-0 here early on. Yeah, in that game the other night, Valdosta State, an 18-point lead for the Spartans at one point. They trailed. And then trailed late with about 3 minutes left. Good character win, Tom Jesse said, as his team did rally back to win after blowing that.
Here's the person right there, Faith Sanders, who I think has to step up a little with the scoring for the Spartans. Miscommunication
there. Tighter thought Franzen was going to go to the basket after setting the pick. She did not, and it's another turnover. 7-0. A frightening start for the Spartans as Palmer misses. Ball's tipped out around, and Rachel Warden hauls it in for the Spartans. Franzen on top now. Sanders did not score the other night against Valdosta State. Now Franzen, long shot, in and out. Palmer
again, a good look, and she can knock that down. She has.
Palmer with 3 rebounds already. Inside it goes to Granada. Now it's out on top. Ekdahl gives it up. This is Casino. Casino to Palmer. Good ball movement. Now driving down and getting all the way to the basket. And scoring was Anderson. The 5'10 junior from Sweden. Averaging almost 11 points a game. And she makes it a 9-0 game in favor of the Bucks. Karma Jeremy. Franzen had an open 18-footer, now dribbles down in the lane, looking for a teammate. Needs some help. Gives it to Sanders. Now Jeremy all the way to the basket, and an offensive foul is set on the screen. Faith Sanders.
The pick on Faith, they got her.
Sanders was 0 for 6 from the floor against Valdosta State. Did not score. A game in which she played in some frustration. Right now, all of the Spartans seem to be playing in frustration as the Buccaneers have come in and off the bus. They're on fire. All the way to the basket. Up, no good. Palmer with her 4th rebound. Pump fake, puts it up and in. It's 11-0. If you're watching and you're a Barry Buccaneer fan, you got to be enjoying what you see from your team right now. This is a very good team. As you said, Jack, 4 consecutive wins. And they played that against that Rollins team the other night. It was great. Here's Tighter, 17-footer off the iron. No good. Rebound hauled in by Anderson.
Nobody on the boards there for the Spartans.
No. A scary start if you're a Spartans fan watching today. We appreciate you all tuning in here on the Sunshine State Conference Digital Network. Inside it goes to Palmer, working on Franzen. Pulls her way in. Off the iron, no. And going to get the rebound was Anderson. No good, and it comes down in the hands of Sanders, who now will push.
The book seems to be let Franzen have that, but I just think she's capable of knocking it down, but they play way off her right now.
Well, we saw that the other night with Valdosta State in the second half. They were going to let them shoot from the outside. Warden, though, can hit from there, does not. The Spartans are 0 for 6 from the floor, trailing 11-0 midway through this first quarter. Spartans undefeated at home this season, 7-0. That's in jeopardy right from the get-go here today. Anderson gives it up to Palmer. Casino lobs inside. Ball knocked out of bounds. Off the hands of Ekdahl.
I would bet, no doubt, this game will tighten up a little bit, but the Spartans just got to be frustrated, and they just need to get that first bucket, I think, to let them know that there is no lid on that basket.
First turnover for the Buccaneers. Spartans have 3. They're also 0 for 6 from the floor, 0 of 1 from downtown. Inside it goes to Franzen. Kicks it out to Warden. Open look for 3. Got it. The lid is off.
She is good when she gets the ball in as part of the offense. She's not really going to be one to come off a pick and take a 3, but if you swing it to her.
Yeah, catch and shoot. She can do that for sure. Spotted up, knocked it down. It's 11-3. The Buccaneers with good ball and people movement. Here's the long 3 by Anderson. No good. Anderson is 18 of 48 this season.
Good.
That 48 attempts is the most on the team. Spartans very patient in the offense. Inside it goes. Karma Jeremy. Spin move. Off the glass. No good. Tom Jesse said he told his team that we have to be very cognizant of taking care of the basketball and getting good shots and making the shots. Well, they've taken care of the ball only marginally thus far, and they've missed 7 of their 8 attempts. Spin move. Now it's to Ekdahl. The ball hits the basket, no good. And hustling to get the basketball and scoring is Anderson. Wow.
Little preview of how this game has gone. Hits the bottom of the backboard. Bounces off a Tampa player into the arms of Barry.
13-3. And now a steal by Casino. Casino will hold and wait for some teammates.
Just not valuing the ball right now.
No. 4 turnovers for the Spartans. Palmer. Defended by Franzen. Right elbow. Whistle. Now they say 3 seconds in the lane. And now here comes some substitutions for Tampa. Aaliyah Abney, the sophomore from Orlando, did not play Wednesday night against Valdosta State. Also, Emilia Shue, who averages almost 8 points a game coming off the bench in her first year at UT, out of Naperville, Illinois, and 2 years at Bradley University.
Coming in for Barry is number 25, Lexi Schoonover from Loveland, Colorado via Armstrong State, and Harriet Swindells from Blackburn, England, a 5'9" freshman.
Yeah, Swindells is the one we were talking about. As soon as she comes across half court, you have to pay attention to her. She will launch the 3. She's made 2, Tom Jesse told me, from the volleyball court stripe out here, the hash mark, if you will. Abney in the lane, working down low, gets the shot away, no good. Rebound hauled in by Aida Peters, who's checked in. Not really a scorer, but she is a rebounder and a defender. Peters has played 105 minutes and only scored 2 points this year. So, again, she does not look to score. Number 43 is in there to rebound. Franzen gets that rebound, though. And here come the Spartans in a hurry. Warden kicks a shoe for 3. Off the iron, no good. Tipped around, but into the hands. He goes to Lexi Schoonover, the senior. Last year led Barry at, well, she had a team-high 27 steals, averaged 7.5 points a game. This year, Schoonover just 3.6 points a game. Whistle.
That's an offensive foul on the pick on 43.
That's Peters. Peters out of Tracy, California, spent a year at New Mexico Highlands. Last year at Barry, started 11 games, played in 27.
This has been a quick quarter.
It has.
We're down to a minute and a half.
Largest lead has been 11. It was 11-0 shortly after this game started. That was at the 6:03 mark. Not even 4 minutes into the game, Tampa had not scored. Now Warden. Karma Jeremy drives, spins to the basket, lays it up and in.
They've been more aggressive getting to the basket. They were settling for the outside shot, working the perimeter the last few times down. Gone inside. Aida has done that. Jeremy just has done it a couple times. That's the first time it's fallen, though. But they need to keep that up. That'll open up the outside.
Lauren Seranian is into the game as well, number 24 for Barry at this point. There's a scoop shot, no good. Karma Jeremy, good interior position. She pushes it ahead to Warden. Warden kicks it out. A shoe for 3. Yes, sir! She knocks it down, and now that 11-point deficit is down to 5. It's 13-8.
Emilia Shue, very good from the three-point line for the Spartans, almost 40% on the season. That's her bread and butter.
Driving to the basket and throwing it off the glass with Swindells. Warden in transition. 30 seconds left. There's 4-second difference. Shot clock and game clock. Spartans, we've seen this year, they don't necessarily take it all the way down. If they just don't run the offense and just take the shot. If it's a good shot, they'll go for it even if there's 10 on the shot clock. And now a whistle.
And it falls.
Chance for a three-point play. Abney on the board.
So there's a team, we mentioned this earlier this week against Valdosta State, got the big lead, it got cut down. Matter of fact, they lost the lead, but they hung together and their experience helped. They were down 11-0 and they just hung together, and their experience is working out now as well.
Lauren Cody, a 6'3 junior from Findlay, Ohio, has checked into the game out of St. Joseph's College. She had a season-high 14 points, 7 rebounds against Lynn, then only played 3 minutes against Valdosta State as Tom Jesse uses his personnel in different fashion. 13-10 the score, and the final shot will be in the hands of Barry as Swindells brings it across the court. Warden knows that she'll launch from deep. There's the shot blocked by Warden. Oh, and a foul called, and Tom Jesse is furious.
He might have an argument.
It looked like a pretty clean block.
Yeah.
And they're going to say...
They're going to give her 2?
They're going to, well, I think...
No,
they're giving her 3.
Wow.
Initially, I thought maybe they were going to say after the shot and the ball on the side, but that is not the call. It is 3 free throws, and that is an upsetting development as far as Tom Jesse is concerned. Wow, and missing the free throw.
It looked pretty clean from here, even without the body.
Swindells, we talk about it, she launched 45 threes this year. That was her first free throw attempt of the season.
Really?
Yeah, she does not go to the basket, but she's fouled on a three-point shot, gets to the line for the first time this year. Missed the first, makes the second. Isn't that something?
Doesn't get close enough to get fouled.
I know. She makes 2 of 3 to up the lead to 5. 1.8 seconds left. The Spartans will just inbound and run out the clock. And we've reached the end of the first quarter. 11-0 start for Barry. The Spartans rally back, get within 3. The 2 free throws here in the final second has made it a 15-10 lead for Barry. At the end of 1 here, you're watching it on the Sunshine State Conference Digital Network.
We have a brand new sponsor on the broadcast here, Mr. Empanada. The beauty of the empanada is its simplicity. Take any of your favorite foods and imagine them inside a pocket of homemade dough that is cooked perfectly until it is golden brown and piping hot.
Stop a minute.
Yes,
Are
you leaving?
I'm imagining that right now.
I thought you were going to go.
No, it sounded pretty good.
Our empanadas are a culinary treat. 9 locations around the city. Enjoy Old Tampa flavor at Mr. Empanadas.
Ooh, all right.
DP Dough delivers cheesy happiness on and around college campuses, including UT, for calzones, wings, and breadsticks. Order online at dpdough.com. It is open late. And Rebuilt Meals. Is there a theme to our sponsors so far?
We're eating. It must be hungry. Snack time.
Whether you're a competitive athlete wanting to tone up or just love flavorful, healthy food, our meals are built to feed your body with the proper nutrients that will fuel your active lifestyle. Enjoy fitness-inspired meal plans with Rebuilt Meals. Visit rebuiltmeals.com. And Clean Eats, a new cafe located at 3838 Neptune Avenue and open until 7. It's not a diet, it's a lifestyle. Featuring healthy sandwiches, wraps, bowls, and smoothies. The place is Clean Eats.
15-10, the Barry Buccaneers shoot 40% in the first quarter, 6 of 15, 1 of 2 from downtown. The Spartans were 4 of 13, 31%, and 2 of 4 from beyond the arc. 1 free throw attempt for the Spartans. They missed it. The Buccaneers were 2 out of 3.
Well, at least it's palatable and manageable.
Yeah. When it was 11-0, you were starting to wonder a little bit, wow, what a nice scoop move by Lexi Schoonover, the senior. Gets to the rack and scores. A lot of experience there. This is actually a young Barry team for the most part, but they do have some experienced players who have contributed well for this team. Last year, this team was 5-23. It was a real injury-plagued season. They have come back. Of course, the year before that, they were 19-9. Inside it goes to Cody. Cody gives it to Jeremy. Driving. Left-handed layup. Yes.
I've mentioned before in a lot of the games, the Spartans get a lot of left-handed drives, and I think that was their first one. So I was going to mention it earlier that Barry seemed to take that away and knew that was a design play.
Yeah, that was just a nice, strong move to the basket by Jeremy. This is Serenian giving it up. Into the corner it goes now. Swindells. 17-footer. Quick release. No good off the glass. Good defense again by the Spartans. Rachel Warden. Picked up right away by Swindells. Inside it goes to Jeremy. She's going to work inside of the low post, a whistle and a foul.
Swindells went over to help. Helped too much.
Picks up the personal. Swindells with her first foul. Cody out. Franzen back in for the Spartans. Tampa will have it under the basket. Rachel Warden to inbound. Gets it. He goes right into Jeremy. Spin move to the right side, and she's fouled and will go shoot free throws as Kiara Palmer picks up the personal foul. That'll be her first.
Good move, smart play. Jeremy was the center last year at 5'9". Out of default, more than anything.
Yeah, Molly Franzen was injured last year with the knee injury. Didn't get to play.
And so if you can get her to post up with a guard guarding her, it's to her advantage. So Palmer there, and she got the foul.
Yeah. Substitution.
Line change for Barry.
Coming in for Barry is Granada is coming back in. Also, Ekdahl is back in as well, I think, as Anderson. Yeah, Anderson coming into. Karma Jeremy started with some struggles from the charity stripe, but has really come back and is now shooting over 60% for the season. Knocks down a couple here. It's a three-point game. Nice to have you with us here on the Sunshine State Conference Digital Network. Nice that all the games are free this year.
Yes, love that. You can tune in anywhere, anytime.
Indeed. There's
any place.
Three-point shot, no good by Granada. And she is the best percentage shooter on the team at almost 60%, so that's a rare miss, especially with an open look. Franzen in the corner. Two-pointer. Off the iron, no. Palmer with another rebound. That's her fifth.
You know, she hasn't hit anything yet today, but I still don't think that's a bad shot.
Buccaneers trying to work it inside to Palmer. Working on Franzen. Watch her spin to the right. Puts it up. No good. Franzen with a one-hand rebound.
Boy, she didn't back down. She was getting bodied, but she hung in there. Didn't reach.
Inside to Jeremy. Puts it up and scores. A one-point game. And the Spartans players on the bench are on their feet.
8 for Karma Jeremy now.
Buccaneers led 11-0. Since that time, it is a 16-6 run for the Spartans. Palmer gives it on to Anderson on the right side. She drives. Spin move. Good defense right there by Abney. And traveling. A turnover. The turnover is now even at 4 apiece. Anderson with her first turnover. Anderson leading the way for Barry with 6 points. Jeremy, as you mentioned, Jack, with 8 leading Tampa. She's 3 of 5 from the floor, 2 of 2 from the line. Warden goes inside to Franzen. They are going down deep, and she puts it up with the left hand. No good.
That one has to go.
Franzen now 0 for 5 from the floor.
She should get, I don't mind her taking the outside shots, but those are the shots she should be getting more of.
Indeed. She had a scoreless game in 10 minutes against Lynn, thanks to picking up 4 quick personal fouls. The shoe ends up with the ball, and the Spartans have it with a chance to take their first lead. Even though they haven't gone inside to score each time, I think you can continue to see that because those shots are going to go. This is going to be another unforced turnover, it would appear. Over and back, the call is. Jeremy does the right thing. Because
she had to stop that,
because Anderson is right there. If she doesn't pick it up, Anderson would, and she would have scored right at the basket. So, 5th turnover for the Spartans. Barry's 0 for its last 4, has not scored for the last 3 minutes and 17 seconds.
Faith Sanders in for Karma Jeremy.
Granada to inbound. It's it to Ekdahl, who scores. 19-16. Barry continues to hold on to that lead. They've led the whole way. Spartans again can tie it with a 3. It's a one-possession game. Warden dribbles, gives it up. Abney. Good ball handler. Gives to the good shooter. A shoe drives down the lane. Tough shot off the back of the iron.
Fading.
Yep.
Left to right there.
Tough shot. Didn't get it to go. Barry now with it. Casino goes down into Palmer. Palmer working with Franzen. Spin move to the right. Lays it up and in. 21-16. So the Spartans, who were down 11, got back within 1. Had a couple chances to take the lead. Now they're down 5 once again. Jeremy and Titer at the scorer's table waiting to come in next dead ball. Abney drives. A blocking foul called. The basket is not good.
Nope. It was good. It just didn't count.
Well, there you go. It's good if you're Barry, but it doesn't count. The foul is on Anderson, her first. Not many fouls in this game. We didn't get to the...
it's quick.
Yeah. I think the officials have plans for maybe later this afternoon. They're letting them play. Abney to the line. She's 19 of 27 on the year. 70%. Abney averaging about 9 minutes per game, 5.6 points, 2 rebounds. She had a 19-point game against Nova. That's the only time she has scored in double figures this season as she heads to the bench now. The Spartans make those changes I mentioned earlier. So we come back now with Sanders, Warden, Jeremy. There's Titer. Catches it, shoots. 16-footer off the iron, no good. Tipped out briefly by Sanders. It goes into the hands of the Buccaneers. Actually, a long rebound there. The Spartans had 3 players heading the other way after the missed shot. Not much in the way of offensive rebounding there. And the Spartans are being out-rebounded 16-11 as Palmer goes to the basket. Great spin move. Off the iron, no good, and Jeremy gets the rebound. 5 minutes left here in this second quarter. Jeremy gives it up to his shoe. Now Warden, 4:50 left. 5-point Barry Buccaneer lead. Whistle on a foul. And it looks like Casino was caught holding. Indeed. Casino picking up her first personal foul. Check. Yeah, that's her first. And the team's 4th. So Spartans will have the ball on the side when we come out. But interestingly, with 4:44 to play, the next foul will put the Spartans on the line for 2 free throws. Tampa has no fouls this quarter, so there's an opportunity for them to increase the lead when play resumes. 21-16, 4:44 left here on the Sunshine State Conference Digital Network.
And another great sponsor, Jersey Mike's. We offer a sub above. Our nearest location to the UT campus is 2121 West Kennedy. Jersey Mike's, a sub above. And the Marriott Courtyard is simply refreshing, located at 3805 West Cypress in Tampa, downtown Tampa, pretty much across the Hillsborough River. An official host hotel of University of Tampa Athletics. And if you're hungry, it's about that time. Call Pizza Hut here in Tampa anyway at 251-3399. And you can have your pizza delivered to UT today. Top it off with a Pepsi. If you're thirsty, grab a Pepsi. It is the official Spartan soft drink.
That's Jack Ike. I'm Scott Lynn. We're both going to go over and watch the Orlando Magic host the Trailblazers on Friday night. I've been invited to serve as the color commentator that night after having worked with the Blazers earlier in the season as their play-by-play guy, filling in for Brian Wheeler, who's now back with the team. So we'll have some fun. A little road trip for Jack and I.
You bet. Friday night.
Yeah, looking forward to it.
Permission to go?
Yeah, I understand. Me too. In it to Titer. Jump shot good. Design play and an open 17-footer.
They did that earlier and missed the jumper, but it's been open twice now.
Titer knocks it down to get her first points of the game. Palmer gives it up to Granada. Granada now on top. Quick catch and shoot. Boy, it does not take her long. Harriet Swindells just catches it. It barely is in her fingertips before she's launching, but it did not go. She's now 0 for 1 from downtown. She was fouled earlier on a 3-point try. Spartans can tie it with a 3-point play. Jeremy to the basket, doesn't get it to go, and Palmer another rebound, her 7th.
Ekdahl, pretty good defense on Jeremy there. She was moving and shaking, but she wouldn't fall for any of it.
Swindells gives it up on top. Now they go to the other side to Granada. Granada now drives by Warden, gets all the way to the basket and scores. A pretty drive by Stephanie Granada, averaging 7.5 points a game. Out of Palmer Trinity High School. Played 2 years at Northwood, which has now become Kaiser, the Kaiser of Florida that we've seen this year. That was a couple years ago. Last year, averaged 4 points a game for the Bucks.
There we go.
Inside it goes, yes. And boy, Faith Sanders must feel like the lid is finally off the basket after not scoring last game, and that's her first bucket here. 23-20, 3:15 left in the first half. Harry Buccaneers came in and scored the first 11 here at the Bob Martinez Center today. Spartans have rallied back to make it close. It's going to be a dogfight all the way to the basket. Up, no good. Rebound, Karma Jeremy. She pulls it down. Jeremy with her third board. She takes it coast to coast to the basket. Fouled. She'll go to the line and shoot a couple.
Smart play by Karma there. She just did a little lean in and got the Barry player up in the air. Anderson
picks up her second.
Got her leaning in.
Looks like Lexi Schoonover will come in maybe for Anderson after this first free throw by Karma Jeremy. 2:51 left. Jeremy's first free throw is nothing but net. She's 3 for 3 at the line today. Schoonover in. Anderson out. Also, Casino is about to come back in. Barbara Casino. She has really been a hot three-point shooter. Casino has not attempted a three in this game, but over her last 3 games, she's 13 of 21 from downtown. And she's a 96% free throw shooter, too. So you do not want to foul Casino. Jeremy, no good. Missing for the first time from the stripe today. 23-21. Casino, mentioned her. She's just hoping to stay healthy. Last year, she suffered an injury after the 8th game of the season. She was averaging 9 points, 6 rebounds a game, and she's just thrilled to be back. Look at that move.
Wow. Didn't fall. Should get style points for that.
Yes. I give her a lot of style points. Tighter, goes inside, knocked away, but managing to get it as Sanders. And a whistle and a blocking foul. And the whistle is on Ellen Ekdahl.
A long stare from Ellen Ekdahl to the referee.
Yeah, first personal foul on Ekdahl. 2 free throws coming here for Sanders.
Now she wants more than just a stare. She's asking for an explanation.
Sanders has struggled from the stripe this season, just 43%, 9 of 21.
You know, she missed the first 2 games, came back and started the next game and scored 16. And we thought, that's what we want. But she's kind of gone quiet since then.
Missing the free throw. Sanders scored 23 2 times last season. That's her career high. She made the all-newcomer team a year ago. Started all 28 games, averaged 12 points and 4 rebounds a game. Sanders' second free throw.
She made it, but it doesn't count. Tighter fell into the lane.
The things that drive coaches crazy.
Franson back in for Sanders.
Faith with pretty good humor about that, even though she had a point taken off the scoreboard.
Now, I don't know if does that even count as a free throw when that happens?
No attempt. They wipe it. 1 possession game. 2:05 left here in the half. Swindells.
Wow.
To the basket. Scores. Swindells now with 4 points. That's her first field goal. 25-21. Spartans in a heck of a battle here. Franzen cleared out some room for herself by kind of throwing an elbow out, got away with that, and then was fouled. She'll shoot 2 free throws.
She needs to do more of that. You know, if she was knocking down the jumper, that'd be okay, but they haven't been falling, even though they've been good looks. So take it inside. You might get fouled. You might get fouled to make the basket.
Aida Peters picking up her second personal foul as Franzen rims it out. She's almost an 80% shooter from the line this season, but she's having, again, one of those days where nothing's coming easy. And that continues. Good
Karma Jeremy, nice job.
And now Warden comes up with the basketball.
That's not over and back.
Nope.
No possession was ever established.
Warden with it. Shoots the 3. It's good! 25-24, the Spartans back within 1. Warden with her second three-pointer of the game. She's got 6. Can the Spartans come back and take a lead? They've never led in this one. If you just joined us, the Buccaneers came off the bus and scored the first 11 points. Stunning the Spartans to the basket. Whistle on a foul
Warden, I fouled with her chin, I think.
Yep. She's out there trying to shake that off. Yeah. To the charity stripe goes Granada. 79% shooter this season.
A little woozy there, almost.
Yep.
Referee said, "You okay?" She said, "Who?"
Oh, yes, but it hurts. Faith Sanders will check in momentarily after this first free throw by Granada. Granada has started every game this year. Makes the first. Sanders is coming in actually for Warden. I think she was going to come in for Karma Jeremy, but because Warden was a little shaken up, Tom Chessie said, well, let's do it for Rachel.
Right.
Rachel's still trying to collect her.
Looks like it, yeah.
Second free throw also good by Granada. She now has 4
Somebody
points.
Come back.
Just over a minute left here. First half coming to its end. Sanders. Eschew. Inside it goes to Jeremy. Wheels and deals. Left-hand layup,
nice.
Good. And the great thing about Karma Jeremy, she can go both ways. You talk about her going to the left. A lot of players who are right-handed, like Jeremy, won't go to the left, but she has no problem using that left hand. 40 seconds left. 1 point Barry Buccaneer lead here in Tampa. And an offensive foul is called. Setting the pick was Peters. That'll be her third.
And that's the second time that she's been called for that foul. Should put the Spartans at the line.
I think on the offensive foul.
No, not, yep.
And actually, I stand corrected. That was on Casino. So it was not on Peters. The foul was on Casino. So that is a turnover. And that's Casino's second personal foul. Spartans with a chance to take their first lead. Franzen has the ball stripped from behind, but Johnny on the spot.
Shot clock keeps going.
5-second difference.
No, they did not reset it.
Right. Here's Jeremy to the basket, and she is fouled. She'll shoot 2. Had her feet taken out from under her by Lexi Schoonover.
Barry helped the Spartans out there.
2 free throws coming right now for Karma Jeremy. She has 11. She's the game's top scorer. 3 for 4 from the line so far today. 8.6 seconds left. Spartans trying to get tied. Get even for the first time since it was scoreless. We see Melanie Jordan about to come into the game, and I think we see Schoonover was a little shaken up after that collision, so she's going to lead the game as they bring in Melanie Jordan, a 5'7" redshirt junior out of Miami.
They have gone deep on their bench today.
And that's one of the things Brianna Finch, the assistant coach, told me, that this is a deep team. And they feel like they can play a lot of different players. Bill Sullivan in his 12th season as Barry's head coach. He was the men's assistant for 7 years prior to that as Jeremy misses the first free throw.
Jordan becomes the 11th player for Barry to check in today.
Wow. So Jeremy will try to tie it with 8.6 left. And we are tied for the first time since the early moments of the game. Barry will have the final shot unless they turn it over. Picking it up, Granada. Out on top, Casino. Catch and shoot 3. Off the iron, no. Jeremy with another rebound, her 4th.
Launch it.
And there's the long shot after the buzzer, no good. And the first half has come to an end, and we are right where we started. All tied up, 27 all. The Spartans fell behind 11-0, but have come back and tied it 27-27. Quick stat here, 38% shooting for the Buccaneers in the first half, and 1 of 6 from downtown, 4 of 5 from the line. The Spartans have rallied after that slow start, 42% shooting, 10 of 24, 3 of 5 from downtown, and just 4 of 10 from the charity stripe. So it's 27 all here at halftime. Jack has a very special guest. I'm going to offer up my headphones to Justin Pekka, assistant men's basketball coach.
Justin Pekka here, associate head coach for the University of Tampa Spartans men's basketball team. Thanks, Coach, for coming.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me.
Not more than 20 minutes ago, I'd swear you came in with a T-shirt and shorts.
Yeah, I had a sweatshirt on. It was a little cold. It's cold out today in Tampa.
It's a winter day here in
Chilly,
Tampa.
60 degrees.
I know.
Freezing.
My daughter and I call that Florida cold.
Yeah, it's cold nonetheless, you know.
I stopped by your office just before this game started. I said, do we need to lace up the track shoes? When you look at Barry scoring 96 points a game, but you kind of gave me the look like, you know, you slow them down, it's not a track meet.
Yeah, we'll try to slow them down. They're really good, though. They're the best team in the league for a reason. They got a lot of weapons, really good offensively, so we're going to do our best. 5 players in double digits, so it doesn't look like there's any one person you can key on, or is there? Yeah, number 10, Elvar. He's the man. Him. He's the man. He was player of the year in the league. I think he's like a first-team All-American.
Okay.
He makes them go for sure. He's a really good passer. He's actually shooting the ball very well this year. I think he's like 50% from 3.
Wow.
So he's a tough matchup, and he's what makes them go. So we're going to try to shut him down. We'll see.
You guys with a nice win last weekend did not play the midweek game this week. So did it give you time to do anything without having a midweek game?
It was nice to go a little easier on the legs and kind of space out the scouting report a little bit, but we still got after it every day and, still ready to go with finals coming up next week. So we were able to give him a little more time to focus on that.
We talked to Pat Bacon after last week's game, and I'd swear he was just getting knocked down like a bowling pin often during that game. And then when he came over and talked to us, I said, well, you must have to ice yourself after every game. He said, I like the games. Practice is tougher.
Yeah, no question. A lot of them say that, which is good. You know, practice should be tougher. We try to make it harder than the game. But he lives in the training room. He lives in that cold tub. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
You guys are sitting at 1-3 in the conference. There's still plenty of time to get moving up the conference standings.
Yeah, one game at a time. You know, there's still a lot of season left. Trying to put together back-to-back wins, that would be nice. And obviously we got to protect our home court. So today's a big game, hosting the number 1 team in our league. So it's turned into a pretty good rivalry. We played pretty well against Barry in the past, so we're hoping we can continue.
Got to move on. I know you say one game at a time, but I just kind of was taking a peek at the schedule and noticed you guys have a little road trip coming up just before Christmas.
Yeah, a week from this Friday we're leaving for Hawaii. For 5 days. Should be pretty nice. Not too shabby. I wish you were coming with us. Should be fun, though. We're going to play a couple of really good teams, Western Washington and Hawaii Hilo. So should be a good experience.
How does that get set up? I know you've set up some of these things in the past.
Yeah. Somebody sent us an email last year, offering it to us, and luckily we were able to put together some pretty good support from our boosters to pay for it, and we're able to get it done. We have a lot of returners from last year, so we thought it would be nice to do something nice for them and have them spend some time together.
You're going out a little early, not just to get used to the time, but enjoy it while you can?
Yeah, we'll have 2 free days while we're there, so we'll be able to do some stuff, some zip lining hopefully, and
nice.
Yeah, take in Waikiki.
Nice.
Coach is all excited about going to some pineapple.
Dole owns an island.
Yeah.
They own an island.
Yeah. He's excited about that. So
he doesn't want to do zip lining?
Nah, he's not into zip lining. No.
Are you going to try it?
I'll do zip lining. Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Oh, I mean, it's probably a thrill for you, but I imagine the players are just ecstatic.
And that's the thing. Like a lot of our guys, this could be a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. So we'll go to Pearl Harbor. We'll experience some of that stuff. And we had one of our guys, I won't name him, but he was in the office today, and he didn't even know what Pearl Harbor was. So we're going to educate him a little bit and teach him something. And, it's one of the top 10 destinations in the United States.
I've been there, yeah.
So
it puts a lump in your throat when you go to a place like that. Yeah.
It should be a good experience for everyone. They'll remember it forever.
Is this the tournament setting up some of these excursions for you guys? Or
I'm doing it.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Tom Colby's coming, our sports information director, so he's going to help me, I hope. Yeah. It'll be good, though.
No, I think that's going to be fun. I've been there a couple times, and it's just don't make the mistake of saying back in the U.S.
Yeah.
My wife did that at a training class once. Like, no, we're part of the U.S.
Right.
The mainland is what you mean.
Right. Yeah, I'll make sure not to do that.
All right. Justin, good luck. It's going to be a game coming up in about a little more than an hour that is going to be, we hope, entertaining.
Should be a battle, yeah.
All right, Justin Pekka, we will talk to you, and
thank you.
Let's see.
Nice
We may
holiday.
not see you before you
I
guys
won't see you.
come
Have
back.
a nice holiday.
Yeah, Merry Christmas to everybody.
You too.
All right, we're going to
Thanks.
take a break and get ready for the second half of the women's game. Spartans trailed 11-0 after the first 4 minutes and have come back to tie it 27-all. We'll be back. This is TampaSpartans.tv.
fooled. All right.
We do have a final score in already for the conference.
Oh, okay.
Rollins beat St. Leo.
All right. That's the women. So the Rollins women are now in first place.
It says MBB, so let's not report it. Let me check.
Wow. That's weird. All right, here we go.
Okay.
Here in Tampa, we're ready for the second half of action as the Berry Buccaneers and the Tampa Spartans in a battle of one-loss teams in the Sunshine State Conference. Nice to have you with us here on the Sunshine State Conference Digital Network. Scott Lynn along with Jack Ike. Berry scored the first 11 of this game. Looked like the Buccaneers might run away and hide. Tampa came back and managed to even the score just before halftime. Tampa's never led, but we at least have a game now.
We're back to square one, basically, but I think it just shows that Tampa has some really veteran players who didn't panic. You didn't see any look of fear or frustration in their eyes.
Right.
They just said, hey, it's early. Yeah, we're down. We'll just play basketball.
Berry Buccaneers have won 4 straight. The Spartans have won 5 straight. Tampa's 8-1. The Buccaneers are 6-2. Berry's 2-1 in conference. In 5th place, just a half game behind 4 teams, including the Spartans, who are all 3-1. Rollins, Embry-Riddle, and Eckert. Spartans trying to get their first lead of the game. Franzen, right elbow jumper. Good! And there it is. 29-27. The Spartans have come all the way back and have taken a lead. And I think they ran that play for Molly Franzen after an 0 for 5 first half.
She looked to go a little deeper on Palmer and didn't have it, so she kind of stepped back. And that was the first time she had an open shot with a little resistance.
Palmer misses right at the basket, and then there's a whistle and a foul. It'll be Berry Buccaneer ball underneath the basket. Foul on Rachel
Jeremy's,
Warden.
Is she slow to get up? Oh, no, she's talking. Okay.
Yeah, the foul on Jeremy. Yeah. Foul on Jeremy. She was slow to get up.
I thought so.
She was talking.
Yes.
Inbound it comes.
Well, then she might be slow all the time if that's the cause.
Casino is fouled out on top. It's a hand check. Arm bar by Faith Sanders. 20 feet from the basket. Sanders picking up her second foul. 2 quick fouls for the Spartans here in the first minute of this third quarter.
There is a foul disparity at this point, so I always find it interesting that coaches will point it out, and by the end of the game it's all even. It's 11 fouls on Berry to 5 on the Spartans.
Quick three-point shot. Catch and shoot, no good. Palmer gets another rebound.
She came flying in to get that one.
She has a real nose for the ball. Casino, wide right. And
Norwood there.
Rachel Warden with it. For the Spartans, thought about launching the 3 right away. Instead, they go to Franzen. On top, Warden. Defended by Granada. Granada keeping that hand up, knowing Warden will launch the 3. Here's Karma Jeremy to the basket. Tried to pass it. Instead, it ends up being intercepted by Anderson. Casino, inside it goes to Palmer. Boy, catch and shoot in transition.
Yeah, she came flying in to get a rebound last time down. She goes flying down the lane to get a layup this time. Just playing smart.
She beat Franzen back on defense and got the layup.
Palmer now with 8 points.
8 points, 9 rebounds. She's looking at another double-double. She had 9 of those to lead the conference last year. Franzen. Step-through move to the basket. No good. Palmer, another rebound, her 10th. Her career high is 15 rebounds. She's done it 3 times last year. This season, 14 rebounds.
Nice drive.
Casino with a nice drive. Getting to the basket, 31-29.
Couple defensive lapses by the Spartans early in the second half.
Casino gets her first points of the day. She'd missed her first 5 shots. 2-point lead for Berry. Nice crossover dribble by Jeremy, and she is fouled. Blocking foul.
I think it'll be on Ekdahl, her second. No, even though Berry has 12 fouls now for the game, there's nobody in foul trouble. A couple have 2.
Yep, the foul actually called on Schoonover.
Schoonover, okay.
Yep.
Still just her second.
Yeah, nobody on either team in any foul trouble to this point. Carmen Jeremy makes the free throw. Jeremy now with 13 points, the only player in double-figure scoring so far.
Lauren Cody into the Spartan lineup for Molly Franson.
Cody is 6'3", tallest player on either team. I think you can expect to see her posting up down low and see if they can lob the ball into her. She'll be working on Palmer.
I don't think she has the same outside jump shot that Franson has.
No good. The ball tipped out and into the hands of the Buccaneers. Granada with it. 1 out of 2 that time down for Jeremy. Driving to the basket. Nice shot.
Drive.
Boy.
Off the opposite foot.
Ekdahl with a nice drive. She's now got 7. 3-point lead for Barry. Warden. 2-point shot. Is good.
She's just feeling so confident this year. That time she went looking for her shot.
Yeah, off the dribble.
Yeah.
1-point lead for the Bucks. 3 minutes into the second half. Nice to have you with us. This is a game with first place ramifications in the Sunshine State Conference. Palmer, spin move. Got it in. How did it go? Palmer now with 10 points, 10 rebounds, another double-double. She had 19 points, 12 boards against Rollins in that 78-60 win on Wednesday. 35-32. Karma Jeremy in the lane. Inside, Cody. Now tighter. Defended by Casino. She goes baseline and now turns it over. Anticipating the pass was Granada. She makes the steal. Long 3-point shot. No good. And falling out of bounds with the ball is Sanders after grabbing the rebound.
Elia Abney quick to come in. She'll come in for Emily Ashu also in.
Yep.
For Tighter and Sanders.
Yeah, indeed. Tighter with just 2 points, Sanders with just 2 so far in this game. And they have been big offensive players for the year, averaging about 20 points between them. Tighter, the leading scorer at 12.2 points. Palmer's shot is blocked. Abney in transition now, going all the way to the basket. Scoop, no good.
Net is caught up there again.
It is.
They're going to play on.
Anderson got the rebound. Good transition defense by the Bucks that time, and now driving to the basket, and a tough shot by Granada on the drive. And Tom Jesse's going to get a timeout. His team had come back, taking a lead here early in the second half, but now it's a 5-point Buccaneer lead with 5:45 to play in the third. 37-32. The Buccaneers lead the Spartans here at Bob Martinez Center on the campus of the University of Tampa. You're watching it all on the Sunshine State Conference Digital Network.
Let's give a big shout out to Dr. Selman and Gasser and Florida Orthopedic Institute and their sports medicine team. They keep our players safe and they provide athletic training services and medical care to University of Tampa student athletes. And if you need a place to stay, Crown Plaza, their hotels and resorts are the place to meet. If you need a way to get there, Mart's First Class Coach, the official chariot of the Spartans, is Mart's First Class Coach. If you need to charter a bus, go online to martsfirstclass.com. And the campus bookstore is our Barnes & Noble campus bookstore. It has everything UT in one place. Located in the Vaughn Center, first floor. It's open Monday through Saturday. You can also shop online at utampa.bncollege.com.
Kiara Palmer is definitely leading the charge here for the Barry Buccaneers. 10 points, 10 rebounds in just 18 minutes. She, of course, played the early part of her career. She spent 3 years at Rhode Island, Division I basketball, but was an injury-plagued performer. Her first 2 years, played just 5 games her sophomore season, and then came back as a redshirt sophomore and played only 7 games due to injury. Coming to Barry last year, she made the SSC all-newcomer team, and as I mentioned earlier, led the team and was second in the Sunshine State Conference at 15.6 points, led the conference with 8.6 rebounds per game.
Backcourt pressure from Barry that time.
Spartans beat it off the dribble. Jeremy out to a shoe for 3. Front of the iron, no. And a rebound hauled in by Granada. Barry up 5, looking to extend the lead. Granada looking into Palmer. Palmer, very good, effective scorer. She scores again. She's shooting 57% from the floor, and you can see that was about her farthest shot.
Yep,
about 10 feet, about 10 feet away.
This is kind of a tough situation now for the Spartans because they don't want to get down like they did in the first half and have to try to come back and climb that hill.
A shoe, 18-footer off the iron. No. Cody had the rebound, and then she's tied up by Casino, and the arrow is going Buccaneer basketball. And there's timeout on the floor as well. So a chance to up a 7-point lead when we come back. Barry on top with 4:51 left in the third. 39-32. Scott Lynn and Jack Ike on the Sunshine State Conference Digital Network.
Some more sponsors. Walters Press Box is Tampa's favorite place to watch the big game. Have a party. The Press Box, 222 Southdale Mabry, not too far from the UT campus. Embassy Suites downtown, right in the heart of downtown, just a few blocks from campus. Come stay in luxury at the Embassy Suites downtown, 513 South Florida Avenue in Tampa. And your trusted Tampa Subaru dealer is Mastro's Subaru. It's located at 6402 West Hillsborough Avenue. At Mastro's Subaru, our reputation rides with you. And at Firehouse Subs, our subs are made the firefighter way, served steaming hot, loaded with the finest fresh sliced meats and cheeses, located at 2617 West Kennedy Boulevard. Firehouse, founded by firemen.
Since the Spartans' last points, they've turned the ball over 3 times in the last 2 minutes, 21 seconds. A 6-0 run for Barry in the last minute 59. Barry has made 6 of its last 8 shots from the field. The Spartans, meantime, continuing to struggle, and with 10 turnovers, are in danger of falling back into a double-digit deficit. 39-32 as Barry will inbound in the backcourt. Ellen Ekdahl will inbound and give it up to Stephanie Granata. Granata, 5'2", the senior. Now Ekdahl on top. Casino drives down the lane. Good defense, but a nice shot. Casino strong to the hoop. She now has 4 points as she's hit her last 2 shots. Casino coming off a nice 21.5 assist game in the win over Rollins on Wednesday. Inside it goes to Cody. Puts it up. No good. Did not go up strong, and Palmer was right there to grab a rebound, her 11th.
This is suspiciously like the first half, other than the fact the Spartans scored the first basket of the half.
For their first lead. And then, since then, it has been Casino and company. Inside it now. Ekdahl drives in the lane. Shot no good off the iron. Grabbed her own rebound. And now held ball. It'll be Tampa ball. And Faith Sanders will check back in for the Spartans at this point.
Spartans almost 3 minutes now without a bucket. 8-0 run for Barry.
Now the officials are saying that maybe there was a timeout before.
Yeah, they did say timeout Barry.
Yep. So I think that maybe it'll be Barry ball when we come back.
Tom Jesse instructing the officials on the rules of the game, though.
Yeah, wasn't very happy. So we have a timeout on the floor with 3:55 left in the quarter. 41-32, Barry on top of Tampa. The Spartans undefeated at home this year, but in a little trouble right now.
Bay Harbor Hotel is located at 7700 West Courtney Campbell Causeway in Tampa. Offers a discount rate to all UT supporters and guests. The Bay Harbor Hotel on Courtney Campbell Causeway.
Kiara Palmer had a season-high 14 rebounds against Florida Memorial this season. I mentioned earlier, 15 rebounds is her career high. She's done that 3 times. Did it 3 times a year ago. It is Barry basketball, as suspected there. Casino very aggressive now with the basketball. Got to the rim, no good. Ball stolen by Palmer, and she scores. It's now 43-32, equaling the largest lead of the game, and they have a chance to make it a 12-point advantage.
Palmer's just been everywhere, and it's all because she works so hard.
Yes. You always talk about the 50-50 balls. These are not even 50-50 balls, and she's coming away with them. 12-point lead, the largest of the game, at the 3:46 mark of the third. And again, the full-court pressure, Jack.
Spartans went up 31-29, got their first lead of the game, and since then have added a free throw, but been outscored 15-1.
Casino has really stepped up her intensity at both ends of the floor, knocking the ball away here from behind. She just looks like she's totally energized right now after kind of a listless first half. A scoreless first half for Casino, and she's their leading scorer at almost 17 points a game. Rachel Warden, there's still lots of time. Spartans know that they can come back. They've already done it today. Spin move. Now Sanders into the corner. A shoe wide open three.
Oh,
no good.
That one halfway down too.
And now a whistle and a foul can be called on Ekdahl in the scramble for the basketball. She was blocking out Faith Sanders and apparently holding her. Just the second team foul on the Buccaneers, so Faith Sanders will inbound. Ekdahl comes out. I think that's the third foul on Ekdahl. And the ball's knocked away. Rachel Warden chases it down. Now the Spartans have numbers. 5-on-4. Granada was slow to get back. Tough shot, no good. Knocked out of bounds by Karma Jeremy, and it will be Buccaneer ball. They're already up 12. The Berry Bucks have come into Tampa and are surprising the home team. Casino. Skip pass to Granada, who drives in the lane, gives to Palmer, and now an offensive foul. And Granada is saying that was an acting job. And head coach Bill Sullivan also is not very happy with the call.
Now, are they changing the call, or are they, because everybody's walking back?
Well, let's see what the call is.
They're coming back, and they look like they want to give the ball to Berry.
They're calling a blocking foul. Yeah. They're saying that Karma Jeremy was inside the circle, so she could not take a charging foul. She's called for the block. It was not in the act of shooting, however. That was on the pass off, so it'll be Berry Bucks underneath. Wow, nothing going the Spartans' way right now. Inside Anderson. Tough shot.
Wow.
Wow. And the largest lead of the game. This half.
It's a 13-0 run.
9 of 16 from the floor this half for the Bucks. The Spartans are just 2 of 9. 14-point deficit for the home team. Here's Sanders. Step-through move. Puts it up and scores.
Got to get aggressive.
We saw the aggressive play helped them in the first half.
That's how they got back into this game, is they got away from the settling from the outside, went inside, got buckets, got fouled.
Palmer working on Jeremy. Spin move to the basket, up and in.
Unstoppable right now. Spartans have gone small, and that put Karma Jeremy on Palmer, and Karma can try as much as she wants, but she's going to get moved out of the way.
And Sanders will go to the charity stripe after she's fouled in the act of shooting. 2 free throws coming up for Sanders. The foul on Palmer, her second. And the free throw good. Back into the game now, Harriet Swindells, number 15, the freshman from Blackburn, England. And Seranian is in as well. Lauren Seranian, redshirt junior from Piedmont, California. This is Schoonover now on top. Seranian. Anderson with it. Casino sets a pick. Goes down the lane. On top it comes to Schoonover. Now Seranian working on Karma Jeremy. Good defense this time down so far by the Spartans.
They need to make some noise here with Palmer out of the lineup.
Good defense as they force Swindells to throw up an awkward shot. 48-36. Three-pointer for Warden.
Ooh.
Off the iron, no, and it's going to be a held ball. It'll still be Tampa basketball.
Faith Sanders picked up her intensity over the last few minutes. Couple drives to the basket. One she scored, one she got fouled. Here she gets involved in the rebound, gets the held ball, and the Spartans keep possession.
Warden trying to get it in, gets it out to Titer. Titer's been well defended today, tied up with just 2 points, I think, on the day. Yes.
Zone defense now, too.
Titer for three. Yeah, there we go.
You need a zone buster.
And tighter.
And a confidence builder, and there it was.
She's 2 for 4 from the floor. Really hasn't had a lot of opportunities to shoot the basketball. Pretty good defense by the Bucks, but that makes it a 9-point game, 5 straight points for the Spartans. Step through, scoop, no good by Schoonover. Spartans trying to rally. You can get the sense the crowd trying to get back into it a little bit for the Spartans. A basket here would help in that regard. Carmen Jeremy defended by Schoonover to the basket. She's fouled and will shoot 2 free throws with 27 seconds left in the quarter.
Karma 5 of 8 from the line today. Spartans not shooting well from the line other than Karma.
4th team foul. The foul on Schoonover, her second. And that free throw good. Jeremy with 14 points, the only Spartan in double figure scoring. Palmer with 17 points, 12 rebounds. Her season high, 25 points. Had that against Palm Beach Atlantic. Second free throw off the iron. Casino gets the long rebound.
Don't have to worry about the shot clock here. 20 seconds on the game clock.
Swindell's just dribbling the ball out at center court, defended by Warden. 10 seconds now. Here they'll start the offense. Swindell's. She's got that quick release. She drives, throws it up, and now they're going to call travel.
Yeah. Only 1.7 to get a shot off, but a good defensive stand.
Inbound to Warden, and that's going to end the third quarter. So the Spartans have another lull in which they have trouble getting points on the board. And they trail by 8 as we head to the final 10 minutes. 48-40, Barry on top of Tampa here on the Sunshine State Conference Digital Network.
Florida Orthopedic Urgent Care. Let's give it up to the Spartan team physicians of Florida Orthopedic Institute, Florida's largest orthopedic group. That's Dr. Selman and Gasser and their sports medicine team. They keep our players active and safe on and off the field with their Ortho Urgent Care just minutes away in South Tampa. And University Dining Services by Sodexo allows you to choose from 27 dining stations. They serve breakfast, lunch, dinner, late night, and snacks. It's the official concessionaire of UT Athletics, Sodexo Campus Dining. Visit the UT website and check dining services for variety and hours. And Sailport Waterfront Suites in Tampa is Tampa's only all-waterfront, all-suite resort located on beautiful Rocky Point Island, just minutes from UT. And if you're looking for some food or want to catch the big game, head for the Outpost, located at the edge of campus on Kennedy. The Outpost offers an affordable, classic menu. If you are a loyal Tampa Spartans fan, come post up at the Outpost.
Kiera Palmer with 12 rebounds in this game. This is her 4th double-digit rebounding performance. This is her 3rd double-double of this season after the 9 a year ago. 12 career double-doubles at Barry for Kiara Palmer, number 34, the 6-foot senior from Miami.
Nice to talk to Justin Pekka at halftime. The Spartans have a trip to Honolulu coming up. They leave Friday. Have a 2-game tournament on the not the Big Island, but in Honolulu. They'll play Western Washington and Hawaii Hilo.
Oh, that's gonna be fun.
Yeah,
it'll be fun. We have a cool day here in Tampa. Cool and wet.
Not a tropical paradise here today.
Not today. The Barry Bucks will have the basketball first. Casino drives, lost the handle, and she's called for travel. Rachel Ward stuck her hand in there and kind of caused some problems defensively.
Spartans need more of that. Trail by 14 here in the second half.
Casino's 4th turnover, the 8th as a team for the Bucks. Here's Rachel Warden backing in on Casino. And Casino's going to be called for the foul. That'll be her 3rd personal foul.
Still nothing to worry about. She and Ekdahl, the only ones with 3.
Jeremy with 3 for Tampa. The only Spartan in any trouble foul-wise. Carmen Jeremy will inbound near sideline.
Spartans have the original starters back in the lineup. I believe, as does Barry.
Karma Jeremy, left elbow, gives to Titer. Titer, spin move, nice step through move. Off the iron and down into the net. 48-42.
Titer picking up the pace here now with 7 points after having a very quiet first half with 2.
Largest lead was 14 points. That was at the 2-minute, 42-second mark of the third. And now Casino.
It looked awkward.
It looked like another travel, but it wasn't whistled. In any case, Tampa basketball and a chance to cut this deficit in half. It's a 2-possession game, 48-42. Warden has a 3. They let her shoot it.
Ooh.
And it's off the iron.
Nice board by Titer.
Titer came in, weak side, and got the long rebound. Warden might try again. Karma Jeremy. Now Titer. Inside it goes to Franzen, working on Palmer. Goes to the left, and Palmer with a block shot. Titer another rebound. Shot clock does not reset. There's 10 left. Warden will back it out.
She saw the clock.
Picked by Franzen, and Warden shoots a 17-footer. Nice. Very aware. Just a sophomore, but this is a good young player, Rachel Warden.
10 points for Rachel now, 4 of 7 on field goals, 2 of 5 deep. Also tied for the rebound lead with 5.
Spartans need to continue to play well defensively. They're going to win this game with their defense if they're going to win it. Because Barry can shoot, they can rebound. Palmer is a load inside. She misses.
Good job by Franzen. You know, she and Cody have done exactly what you have to do against Palmer. I'm a little surprised they haven't given him any help once the ball goes inside.
Sanders launches a 3 from the corner.
I think they respect the outside shooting if Palmer kicks it out, so they don't want anybody double teaming right now.
Casino defended by Sanders. Sanders doesn't shoot a lot of threes. Kind of a surprise to see her launch. The ball's kicked out of bounds. Even though she had a wide open shot. She's just 3 of 11, now 3 of 12 on the season from downtown.
Emily Ashu into the Spartan lineup for Faith Sanders.
There's your shooter.
Yep. Spartans just 4 of 11 from deep right now.
Barry is just 1 of 9 from three-point range, which is incredible.
Surprising. Yeah.
They average 10 makes on 26 attempts per year. Yeah.
But they got the rebound.
And that's one thing Tom Jesse said. He goes, the thing we have to know is that on the missed threes, they'll shoot a lot of threes, and when they miss, there's going to be long rebounds. Mm-hmm. We can't just go seal down low. We just saw it right there. Richardson. Janae Richardson with a miss.
Nice job, Molly Franzen, to get the board, blocking out Palmer.
Janae Richardson with that shot, 5'7" junior out of Sarasota's Riverview High School. Franzen. Inside it goes. Karma Jeremy forces it up off the iron. No, tipped up and around, and Jeremy almost lucky not to get a 4th foul. And she came flying in to try to keep that ball alive. Had a chance to make it a 2-point game, didn't get it. 6.5 minutes to play. Nice to have you with us here on the Sunshine State Conference Digital Network. Palmer defended by Franzen. Spin move to the basket. Lays it up and in. Spun it off the glass, got it down.
When she gets the ball and she wants to shoot, she's going to get the shot.
Yeah. She's got 19 there.
You just have to inconvenience her as much as possible.
And a whistle and a foul on Granada, who did not like the call and has to be really careful not to get a tee. The official watched her leap into the air in disagreement and kept her eyes on her for a moment. Granada then played coy and said, "Oh no, I wasn't upset with the whistle. I was upset with myself."
Yeah. An official one time said when a player did that, "I didn't mind you jumping up. It's when you came down I took offense."
When you came down, yeah. Rachel Warden with it. Inside 6 to play. It comes to Franzen, and now she travels with the basketball. Didn't get the ball down before she moved the pivot foot. Good, again, pretty good defense inside. And Franzen just didn't have room and tried to create something that time wasn't there. So moments ago, it was a chance to make it a 2-point game, and now the Spartans have to play D, or else they could find themselves down by 8 or 9. 3-point shot is
or
good.
9.
That's what I was just about to say. Anderson launched one, and she knocked it down. Anderson with her first make from three-point land today after 4 misses.
They're just 2 of 11, but that may have been the biggest.
It's another 9-point lead. 5.5 to play. Not a lot of time now. You got to be executing with some sense of urgency. 10 seconds on the shot clock. They go to Franzen on top. She's going to shoot the 18-footer, and she got it. Molly Franzen, just her second made field goal of the game. 2 for 9 now from the floor, but that was a big one for her and maybe for the Spartans as they try to come back. 5:05 to play. Anderson, jump shot, no good. Tipped up around, and coming down with it is Tighter. Here comes Warden in transition. Inside it goes. Franzen, double team, triple team, lays it in with the left hand. 53-45.
Good court awareness by Rachel Warden. She noticed Franzen was posted up, but it wasn't on Palmer.
Good point.
It was on Ekdahl, so she went in and gave it. And Molly also knew the matchup was in her favor.
And Bill Sullivan says, I think we're going to take a quick timeout here. They had a 9-point lead moments ago, but back-to-back baskets have made it a 5-point game with 4:36 to play. It's Barry 53, Tampa 48. Watching it all here with Scott Lynn and Jack Ike on the Sunshine State Conference Digital Network.
And for generations, Krispy Kreme has been serving delicious donuts and coffee. Visit the nearest Krispy Kreme. It is on West Kennedy, just down the block from campus. Krispy Kreme serving hot donuts now. DoubleTree by Hilton, Tampa Airport West Shore. Book a beautiful room or suite at our newly renovated Tampa DoubleTree Hotel on Cypress, just minutes from UT, convenient to the airport. And Buffalo Wild Wings is not whether you win or lose, it's where you celebrate the game. Buffalo Wild Wings, located at 1625 East 7th Avenue, that's in Ybor City, is happy to welcome UT fans after the game. We had our company Christmas party in Ybor City on Wednesday night.
How was that?
Very nice. Very nice.
Very good. Everybody got home safely?
Yes.
Very good. And without incident?
Everyone was responsible.
Yes, okay, very good. This half, Barry is shooting 53% from the floor, 10 of 19. Tampa just 4 of 12, 33%. They've had 7 more field goal attempts in this half. For the game, both teams are shooting 41%. Tampa, 4 of 11 from beyond the arc, 36%, and Barry's 2 of 11, 18%, far below their averages, as we've mentioned. The rebounding advantage has gone to the Buccaneers, 34-29.
Spartans are just 8 of 16 from the free throw line. They've taken 10 more free throws than Barry, only hit 3 more. So if the Spartans were at about their season average, they'd have 4 more points right now on the line.
And that could be a big difference, make it a 1-point game. You got to make your free throws. That's a fact. Anderson catch and shoot 3, around and out, no good. So the Spartans now with a chance to keep this little run going. Rachel Warden, 4:17 to play. Tighter thought about launching. Gives it to Karma Jeremy. They thought high-low game. Spin move, Jeremy, all the way to the basket. 53-50, 1-possession game.
Karma Jeremy, 14 points now. To go around with 16 points now with 6 rebounds.
Nice aggressive move by Karma Jeremy, the senior from Orlando. Barry suddenly looking a little bit discombobulated on offense, but they go to Palmer. She has been their offense. Spins with the left hand and is fouled.
Tighter came over to help, but actually got her hand in there and caused the foul.
Palmer's a 66% shooter on the season. She's 1 for 1 today.
I mean, it's automatic. If Palmer gets the ball and they do not double team, she's going to put a move on Molly Franzen and get the ball up.
We see Barbara Casino waiting at the scorer's table. She'll come in at this point. Coming back in for Janae Richardson.
See both the men's teams, Barry and Tampa, hanging around the sidelines for this game to conclude.
Palmer makes both free throws. Clutch free throws there for the Buccaneers' big gal.
Men's game 30 minutes after this game wraps up.
55-50, 3:35 to play. Emily Ashew, defended by Casino. Whistle. Cutting through the lane.
I think it's Ekdahl.
One of the Bucks was holding on. I think it is Ekdahl.
Ekdahl dragging Karma Jeremy down. Trying to hold your breath a second there because both have 3 fouls. Now Ekdahl with 4.
3:30 left. 55-50. 17-footer. Franzen around and out.
Halfway.
Tighter just tipped the ball away. It looked like she might have been able to grab it with both hands. In essence, it comes to the Buccaneers with a 5-point lead. Just over 3 to play. Spartans need another stop. Casino for 3. Off the iron. And a shoe chases down the rebound. Just 2 of 12 shooting for Barry. If you had heard that at the start of the game, you would have taken that from beyond the arc. Far below their average. Warden comes off the pick set by Jeremy. Inside it goes to Franzen. They're trying to create room for her. Palmer. Step through move.
Excellent. Excellent move.
A double move, if you will.
Yes.
It wasn't there the first time. She went right back to it and scored on the step through. And
now that first move isn't going to get Palmer faked out of her shoes. She holds her ground well.
She is a presence down low. And now Franzen lost her feet, and Palmer gets the equalizer at the other end. 57-52. 2:20 left. Palmer, so tough. 23 points today to go with her 12 rebounds.
Another foul on Granada.
And that'll be her second.
Rachel Warden really smart on running her off picks. Rachel loves to run her off anyone off a pick to the right side, going right.
Yeah, and it looks like, and seemingly Barry knows, all of the offense starts to the right side.
Yeah.
The pick comes up, it's always set to the right side.
If Rachel could take it to the left side, she might be able to drive all the way down the lane.
Jeremy lobs it to Franzen, the tough pass, and an unforced turnover. The 12th. Check that. Yeah, the 12th turnover for the Spartans today. And
Tom Jesse wants a timeout.
Yeah, he does. Takes a 30-second timeout with 2:02 left. 57-52. Barry is on top. Well, again, the Spartans came into this game tied for first with Eckerd, Embry-Riddle, and Rollins, all with 3-1 conference records. And Barry, after the win over Rollins, 78-60 on Wednesday night, was just 2-1, a half game back. So, again, I tweeted out that this was a battle for first, and in a way, it certainly is.
Yep.
But
it's a battle to get into first or a battle to stay in first.
Right. There is a lot of action around the conference, of course, today. Embry-Riddle and Rollins playing.
Eckerd, Tampa, Embry-Riddle, Rollins, all with 3-1 marks. Tampa and Eckerd have the best overall records on the season at 8-1. But Embry-Riddle, Rollins, 7-1 on the season.
Well, full court pressure coming now by the Spartans as they try to force the turnover, and there's the travel just like that. Granada turned and all of a sudden saw there were people there, and she turns it over on the travel.
She wasn't expecting it, and it caught her off guard.
Franzen checks right back in for Sanders. Looks like we're going to see that, full court pressure, guard, quicker player, but then Franzen when the offense comes in. Rachel Warden with it. 2 minutes left. 2-possession game, but the Spartans
now, if she could turn to the left, she'd have had a wide open lane.
Karma Jeremy to Franzen. A lot of exterior passing, and now a shoe. Jumper, no good. Hustling for it is Jeremy. Doesn't come up with it. Rebound by Anderson.
That was a big one there. It was a good look by a shoe, just wouldn't fall.
Barry with a 5-point advantage with 1.5 minutes to play. They're going to run a little clock. Granada handles the point so well.
Wow.
Anderson, catch and shoot. 3! Wow. There's the dagger. 1:20 left. It's 60-52.
That wasn't from downtown. That was from a suburb. Man.
Warden, there has to be a sense of urgency now. They got to score and then force a turnover or two. To the basket. Palmer defending. Franzen kicks it out. Warden for 3. It has to go. It's off the iron. And a rebound by a shoe. A shoe knows she's got to hit this one.
Nope.
Nothing.
Airballed it.
A little panic for the Spartans here in this last couple times. Down a whistle and a foul. Warden fouling Granada. Just the second team foul, though. So it'll be out of bounds on the side. 50.6 seconds left. It looks like the Barry Buccaneers women's team is going to come into Tampa and hand the Spartans their first home loss of the year after 7 consecutive wins. Whistle, a foul on Warden again. They're trying to get to the point where they can make them shoot free throws.
Wow, that's 4 now on Rachel.
And 3 on the Spartans as a team.
Unfortunately, Rachel's going to sacrifice for the cause and foul out. According to our stat monitor.
Yep. And that is her 5th foul.
Griffin Dempsey will get in for the first time, coming back off a shoulder injury. Got a little bit of playing time against Valdosta State on Wednesday. I would assume she's probably not 100%. She did not suit up for a couple games. And now they've gotten to that point where they can put him on the line.
Dempsey with the foul. Warden, by the way, fouls out with 10 points, 2 of 6 from three-point shooting, 4 of 8 overall, 6 rebounds, and 4 assists with no turnovers in the game for Warden. So, again, a nice job statistically for Rachel Warden, but right now her team is down 8 and maybe more as Stephanie Granada goes to the line. Good free throw shooter. Makes the first. 47 seconds exactly, 9-point lead. Right now, a 3-possession game. That would be tough enough, but if she makes this, it's a 4-possession game. And that would be tough.
She does.
And
Tom Jesse with a timeout. Spartans are going to take the next 11 days off, make that 9 days off. They do not play midweek game. They do not play until Monday the 18th, and there will be a non-conference, a little 4-team tournament coming to Tampa as Southern Wesleyan and Malone will come to town. But it's exam week, and so there are no games scheduled for the Tampa women during exam week, and I believe the men are in the same situation because, they, as Justin Pekka mentioned, they are in exam week, and then Friday they head to Hawaii.
Very nice. All right. Well, 62-52 is the score. Looks like Barry's going to get the win. A great game here for Miss Kiara Palmer. 23 points, 10 of 18 shooting from the field, 12 rebounds. Again, her 3rd double-double of the season. And she's just 2 points away from tying her season high. Not sure what her career high is. I could not see in their notes that she'd had a game of more than that last season, but I would hesitate to say she didn't because she's a load and she can score for sure. But 25 points is her season high, that at Palm Beach Atlantic.
It's not hard to figure out the problem with this game. Spartans went down 11-0 within 4 minutes of the first half. Were able to cut it up to 27-27 at half, tied it, and then went down after scoring the first basket of the second half, gave up 13 and went down a lot again. And have just been trying to get up on the mountain ever since in both halves.
Whistle and a foul. It'll be free throws coming for Emily Ashu. That's actually a fortunate break for the Spartans.
Yeah. She'll go
because
to the
it's
line.
the 5th team foul. They'll be shooting 2 free throws, and I think Ashu got punched in the nose and might have a blood issue.
She did. She got hit in the nose last game, too.
So if she's going to get to the line, it will be after they stop the blood flow.
Or someone will come in and shoot the free throws for her.
Yep. Emily would like to be the one.
Julia McClure coming in.
So, and here again, Ashu is a 92% shooter on the season, the very best. Julia McClure has only been to the line 3 times all year.
Julia McClure is ready, but I think they're going to stuff as much cotton up her nose as they can.
Yep. And so she's going to go to the stripe.
That might be a tender nose because she got hit there against Valdosta State and went out for a little bit. Now I think the one of the refs says, no, this isn't working out.
Yeah.
Julia McClure is coming in, the freshman from Palm Harbor U.
Again, she's 3 of 4 on the season. Hasn't had a lot of opportunity.
One of the top scorers at Palm Harbor University. I take that back. That's not Julia McClure. It is.
Oh, it's Julia Ingram. That's
Ingram.
right. And Ingram has only been to the line 1 time all season and missed it.
But I was correct in that she's from Palm Harbor U.
Yeah, you had the right you had the right school.
And I had the right first name.
Yes, Julia. But it's Ingram, not McClure.
Yes.
And I got caught looking at McClure's numbers too. McClure was 3 of 4. That shot no good.
And McClure and Ingram
got it back. And now a whistle and a foul. That's not a smart foul.
No.
Barbara Casino.
Bill Sullivan was
hustling.
Head in hand.
Yep, you were hustling. I mean, you can't fault the hustle, but when you're up by 9 with 33 seconds left, you want the clock to continue.
Yeah, but there's good hustle and bad hustle, though.
Yeah.
You can work hard, but you have to work smart.
So Griffin Dempsey to the line makes the first. She's now, after that free throw, 4 of 5 on the season. Not a lot of opportunity again. Here we see Faith Sanders coming back in to the lineup for Julia Ingram. That free throw no good. Tipped up. And
probably on Abney there over the back.
Tighter up over the top, I think, actually.
Not a bad idea to just let that kind of foul go.
33.1 seconds left, 62-54.
But who am I?
The men's teams are very anxious to take the floor, and if we're into a free throw shooting contest, it could take a while here, but certainly.
If it's a little bit closer, they might get really into the free throw contest, but
Ellen Ekdahl makes both.
And we've got a post-game entertainment a little early down at one end of the floor.
64-54. Spartans need to get something in a hurry here. Jeremy to the basket, lays it up and in. Jeremy now with 18 points, top scorer for the Spartans. Full court pressure. Can they steal the ball? Nope, whistle and a foul. Casino will go to the line to shoot 2. Her first free throw attempts of the day. But she is, as mentioned earlier, the best free throw shooter on the team at 96%, 25 out of 26 this year.
This is a really good Barry team.
Yeah. When we saw that Wednesday night when they beat a really good Rollins team.
The only reason they're in 5th place, allegedly, in the standings is they have one less conference game played.
Right. Free throw good by Casino, and now...
This is Julia McClure in the lineup.
She heard her name. Her ears were burning.
Somebody wants me playing.
Yep. In for Karma Jeremy, who sits down with 18 points, 6 rebounds. Both free throws good by Casino.
Boy, they are 13 of 14 from the line today.
Casino with just 2 of 10 from the field today. And she, again, their leading scorer at almost 17 points a game. But not needed today, as Palmer was the difference.
Somebody needs to shoot. You just need to shoot here. Don't waste time.
Well, at this point, they're about out of time.
You used to shoot in these situations. I used to shoot in these situations.
That's because we were both gunners.
To shoot.
We were both gunners.
Well, but we were aware of what was going on.
Yeah, you can't really waste the clock. Casino in the backcourt. The ball is now stolen right here in front of us, knocked out of bounds by McClure. Barry ball with 2.4 left, and the Barry Buccaneers are going to run off the clock, and they'll head out of town winners here in Tampa. They're inbound. It goes to Granada. She'll dribble it out. There's the buzzer. And the Barry Buccaneers, who scored the first 11 points of this game, fell behind early in the second half and then went on a run to take their largest lead of 14 points late in the third. They hold on and win it 66-56. Again, 23 points, 13 rebounds for Palmer today to lead the way. 14 points for Anderson. She made a couple of three-pointers as well. And those were the 2 players in double figure scoring for the Barry Buccaneers. 18 points for Jeremy and 10 points and 6 rebounds, 4 assists for Rachel Warden, the 2 players in double figure scoring for the Tampa Spartans. So the Spartans fall to 8-2, 3-2 in conference play. Barry's now 7-2, 3-1 in the conference. Final thought?
Well, again, just like I said, you start slow in each half, and you just put yourself in the hole. They were able to climb back out of the hole in the first half and tie it at halftime. But then after scoring the first basket of the second half, they fell down by 13, eventually 14, and that was just too much, and got it to 4, I believe, at one point. But it was just too much to come back from.
It was indeed. So for Jack Ike, this is Scott Lynn inviting you to stick around because we will have the men's game coming up about a half hour from right now. So the men's teams will take the floor. We'll take a break, and we'll be back. Barry Bucks men's team are here, and the Spartans are on the other side. They'll come in momentarily, and then we'll have basketball a half hour from right now. For Jack, this is Scott. Again, the final, Barry 66, Tampa 56. You saw it all right here on the Sunshine State Conference Digital Network.
Wow. They suck at times.
tell them to wait if you're not ready. Media timeout, a real one. We need a media timeout.
We do. We need a media timeout. Please. Scott's not ready.
We're not prepared. Do you need any of this? Sunshine State Conference things?
Sure,
I've highlighted anybody who's Tampa or Barry.
Okay. Yeah, we don't score much.
No.
They do.
Yep. But I would bet shots per game, or it might be similar. All right.
All righty.
And welcome everybody to the Bob Martinez Convention Center, as this is University of Tampa men's basketball. Hi everybody, Jack Ike along with Scott Lynn as the Tampa Spartans, 4-4 on the season, 1-3 in the Sunshine State Conference, host the high-flying, high-scoring Barry Buccaneers, 6-1 on the season, 3-0 in the Sunshine State Conference. And Scott, we wondered if we needed our track shoes for this game, because this is a team that scores 96 points a game, 5 players averaging in double digits.
Yeah, the Barry Buccaneers are ranked 11th in the nation for a reason. They are very, very good. They do score the basketball, no question about it. 95.9 points per game, and their opponents score only 74.7. They're beating teams by 21 points a game on average. The Spartans, meantime, have averaged just 75 points a game at the offensive end. They are outscoring their opponents by 11.9 points, but this is going to be a track meet. Barry's not going to slow it down for the Spartans. They'll need to take care of the basketball, not very many turnovers, be efficient in scoring to have a chance against the Buccaneers today.
Starting lineups for today's game for the Tampa Spartans. Number 2, Duke Shelton, 6'8 senior from Ocala, Florida. Number 5, Freddie Ibrahim, a 6'3 junior from Mississauga, Ontario, Canada. Number 11 is Marcel Robinson, a 6'5 senior, from Montego Bay, Jamaica. Number 25, one of the top scorers in the conference, Pat Bacon, a 6-foot junior from Indianapolis. And number 34 in the middle is Nick Marajan, 7'1 junior from Serbia by way of a transfer from South Alabama. Spartans are coached by Richard Schmidt. Associate head coach is Justin Pekka. For the Barry Buccaneers, their starting lineup: the reigning Sunshine State Conference Player of the Year, number 10, Elvar Friedrichsen, a senior from Iceland, a transfer from Long Island University, Brooklyn. Number 11 is Johannes Dolven. And we have our numbers mixed up here because we have Sawyer Glick as number 11 on one roster.
Yeah, Glick Well, I have him as 11 myself.
Dolvin we have as 24. Let's check and see. What do we have out there? Dolvin looks like he is going to be number 11, a 6'9 sophomore from Oslo, Norway. Number 21 is Theo Turner, a senior from Middlesbrough, England. Number 22 is Daniel Mortensen, a junior from Islev, Denmark. And number 25 is Sunday Deck, a 6'5 senior from Perth, Australia.
Yeah, and I'm just wondering if the stats monitor is incorrect in the names being entered, because I'm not sure that it's Sawyer Glick has started every game at number 11, so I think that's
just
Sawyer
have the wrong
Glick.
name in there.
They have the wrong name.
So we're going to go with Sawyer Glick as number 11, a junior from Columbus, Indiana. His brother Cooper Glick, also a junior from Columbus, Indiana.
Yeah, I think that's a stats monitor issue.
Spartans, Freddie Ibrahim with the ball as we are underway. Marajan for the Spartans has the ball, 7'1". Theo Turner, 7 feet tall. Spartans on the board as Ibrahim knocks down a 3. This is Friedrichsen bringing it across the timeline. The reigning Sunshine State Player of the Year, a preseason All-American pick, D2, and an honorable mention pick last year in the conference. Rebound, Marcel Robinson. Berry will get the ball up and down the court as fast as anybody in the country. Friedrichsen leading the team in scoring at 18.4 a game. Inside, Duke Shelton puts it in. Spartans off to a quick 5-0 lead. Spartans led in scoring by Pat Bacon, 23.1 a game, second in the Sunshine State Conference. Jumper on the way, Mortensen, good. Splashes a 3, and it's 5-3. Abraham across the timeline for the Spartans. Thank you for joining us. Sunshine State Digital Network and TampaSpartans.tv. Spartan fan, Berry fan. Rebound, Turner. Friedrichsen quickly up court. He's got a 3. Ibrahim playing good defense, but not enough, as Friedrichsen splashes a 3, and it's 6-5, and the 5-0 lead has come and gone. We have an official's timeout on the floor, and they're talking to Richard Schmidt. Marcel Robinson, I think, got hit in the nose going for the rebound there.
Yeah, it looks like there could be maybe a potential blood issue or something, but at the very least, he got bopped in the nose, and he's going to sit down for a moment.
Quick to get Mekhi Biffle into the game to replace him, and they are attending to Marcel Robinson's nose. Biffle, a guard, so the Spartans will run a 3-guard offense with 6'8 Shelton, 7'1 Mirajan in the middle. Ibrahim double-teamed to Biffle. Bacon, 23 points, will get about 20 of them from drives or free throws. Bacon backs it out. Shot clock to 7. Inside to Marajan. Turn around, fade away, short. Inside to Turner. He can go toe-to-toe, eye-to-eye with Marajan. Fade away. Rebound, Shelton. Notice the last 2 times down, the 2 big guys got it, held their ground, forced fadeaways from their opponent.
Yeah, indeed, and a nice rebound by Duke. He's the leading rebounder in the SSC, as you mentioned, I believe.
Double digits. He is a walking double-double most of the time. Biffle drives, fouled by Turner. Good drive, Mekhi Biffle, to force Turner to respond.
Well, I'm not sure if the stats monitor will be corrected anytime soon.
We're going with Glick, though, right, Sawyer?
It is. It's unquestionable.
No doubt about it.
Yeah,
okay.
In my mind, because I've called a few Berry games, and I'm almost positive that's Sawyer Glick.
Well, there's another guy on the bench who looks just like him.
Yeah, his brother, right? Cooper. In any case, he started every game, so I'm sure it's Sawyer.
But you did point it out to them, right?
I did, and hopefully maybe it'll be corrected at some point.
Ooh, Biffle misses both.
So that we're not confused.
Friedrichsen missing that one. Rebound inside to Mortensen. Kicked out. Deck missing. Tapped out of bounds by Ibrahim, and they say he tipped it off of Deck, and it will be Spartans' ball.
That was a nice play right there by Ibrahim, because he wasn't going to be able to corral the rebound, but he did knock it off the Berry player.
Bacon across the timeline. Deck guarding him. Biffle, little trouble with Glick guarding him. Marajan bounce pass, give and go. Abraham lays it in, 7-6 Spartans.
Boy, that was a pretty play, well executed.
You know, they said Marajan was a good passer, and they're leaving Shelton in the middle and having Marajan patrol outside for now. Maybe to take advantage of, keep him away from foul trouble, but also maybe inside to Turner, maybe to keep Turner away from the basket too.
Yeah. Well, pretty good defense at the start of that play for Tampa, but then the ball got knocked away.
There's a travel. Marajan looking for Biffle, but Glick made the move and forced him to eat the pass, and he kept moving without dribbling.
First turnover of the game for either team.
The potential downfall of having your aircraft carrier be your point guard.
Yeah.
Al McGuire never liked that. The aircraft carrier handling it too far away. He didn't want to have a point center. Glick, off the rim, no good. Abraham corrals the rebound.
Glick is the leading three-point shooter, maker, and attempter on this team. So you can see right now he's not shy about shooting.
Shelton missing the jumper, rebound Deck. Quickly to Friedrichsen. They love to get the ball up and down fast. Mortensen to Turner. Friedrichsen, fake, drives the lane, back out. Boy, they move the ball, ends up back with Friedrichsen, but he traveled.
Yeah, a little too unselfish there, but in the end, you could see that great ball movement, people movement. This is a Barry team that is just going to run and run. They have to be in tremendous physical condition.
This is the under-16 timeout. Barry 8, Tampa 7, 15:38 to go on the Sunshine State Digital Network.
Mr. Empanada. That's a new sponsor at the University of Tampa. The beauty of the empanada is its simplicity. Take any of your favorite foods and imagine them inside a pocket of homemade dough that's cooked perfectly until it's golden brown and piping hot. Their empanadas are a culinary treat. With 9 locations around the city, enjoy old Tampa flavor at Mr. Empanadas. The official chariot of the Spartans is Mart's First Class Coach. If you need to charter a bus, go online to www.martsfirstclass.com. That's Mart's, M-A-R-T-Z, First Class, all one word, .com. And Crown Plaza, that's where you can stay. Crown Plaza Hotels and Resorts, the place to meet.
Tampa averaging 75 points a game, but only 63.5 in conference play, while Barry averages 96 a game. They give up 74 a game. 21-point difference, as you pointed out, but the Spartans don't even get to what Barry gives up.
Yeah. This Barry team has, again, just one loss all year, 6-1. The only loss was to number 3 ranked Bellarmine, 75-69.
And you know who they beat in overtime this year?
Who was that?
Auburn.
Oh, that's right. Absolutely.
Auburn.
That's
in the
right.
exhibition game.
Exhibition game.
100-95 in OT.
Yeah, this is only their second game away from home all year. So obviously they've had some good home cooking, 5-1 at home, but they're 1-0 away from home.
Nice move, Marcel Robinson, and he rattles the shot home. Spartans lead 9-8.
They've scored over 103 times this year, Jack. 121 against St. Thomas.
You know, we keep seeing this, but you know what? They're only the second highest scoring team in the conference. Nova Southeastern averaging a cool 100 a game.
Wow.
Whoa. Oh, Biffle with a block. Almost saved it as well.
Nice defensive play by Mekhi Biffle. Very aware. Went and got it.
Inbound to Friedrichsen. He's going to drive on Ibrahim and lays it in. 10-9, the Buccaneers over the Spartans.
You see Evan Walsh in the game now as well for Barry Buccaneers right now.
Walsh is a sophomore from Tring, England. He replaces Turner, so they give up a couple inches, and Duke Shelton takes advantage of it down low and scores his first basket of the game. Actually, his second basket of the game, and it's 11-10. Friedrichsen waits behind a pick and just drains it deep, and Freddie Ibrahim throws up his arms like, what can I do when they set the pick and nobody helps?
The Stats Monitor has some problems today. We'll do the best we can in keeping you informed, but they have a player that's not even on the roster.
He is not here today.
He's not here, yeah. And they have him in the game right now, so he's that's not going to work.
So we should, well, now they took, no. 24. Well, 24 might be Dolvin in this case, but he's not even in the lineup, right?
24 is Dolvin.
They have him.
So maybe they're giving him that other number, and then they'll fix it after the game. But 11 is Glick, so we know. We're interpreting now. We know what's in it. We got it.
13-11, Barry on top. In the lineup is 15 as well, Marko Tomic.
From Serbia. Boy, they do have some international players here.
9 of their players are from Serbia. Nice job, Marcel Robinson being aggressive. Missed, got the rebound, put it back. It's tied.
9 from Serbia? No, 9 from all over the world. Right?
9 of their players from outside of the U.S.
Wow. Look at Fredrickson.
Oh, Fredrickson just having his way with the drive.
He's one of my favorite players to watch, and ever since he came in as a sophomore, I really enjoyed watching him play.
That's just his 10th point in 6.5 minutes.
Yeah, well, he can do that too, yeah.
Averaging just under 19.
Yeah, he had a career-high 37 against Embry-Riddle last year.
That's going to be a foul on Marko Tomic.
Ibrahim coming out at this point. Going to sit right down next to Coach
Alberto Moreno coming in for the Spartans. Speaking of international, he is from Gran Canaria. And I know they list Marcel Robinson as from Montego Bay, Jamaica, but prepped at Palm Beach, I believe it was, near Miami.
Heritage High School.
Heritage High School?
Yeah, that's what it was, yeah.
Over and back, even though he might have been pushed into the backcourt.
Yeah, Richard Smith says he was kneed into the backcourt, for goodness sake.
Won't argue. 15-13, Barry on top. Here comes Fredrickson. And he's just looking to shoot, missing that one. Rebound to his teammate Glick. Give and go, layup doesn't fall. Rebound, Shelton. Bacon for the Spartans, hasn't scratched yet. Drives the lane, pops, short. And Fredrickson with the charge. Nice job, Alberto Moreno. He saw that one coming. He saw that Fredrickson had the ball, but didn't know where he was heading up court. So he just held his ground, took the charge. First on Fredrickson. That may be the only way to stop him.
Yeah. He's such a good ball handler, great court awareness, and then and he scores too. He's preseason All-American. You mentioned SSC Player of the Year. He was honorable mention All-America last year.
Yep. Led the SSC in assists. Not only does he score, he averaged about 8 assists a game last year.
And 7.7 tops this year.
Trying to go coast to coast. Moreno knocks it out of the hand, but there's a foul called. That's Evan Walsh. That'll be the first foul on Alberto Moreno.
Yeah, Tomic going to the line.
Butch Estes, the coach.
His 5th year at Barry. Took his first 4 teams to the NCAA tournament. He's got a really good thing going there. Of course, 2 years ago, they made it to the Elite 8 behind All-American Junio Barweta.
He was something else, too.
He was really good. He could really score. He was the SSC Player of the Year. Fredrickson, of course, this past SSC Player of the Year. Kind of had a monopoly on SSC Players of the Year.
But Shelton with the ball, lobs it inside, taken away though. Probably ill-advised to try to get it to Biffle.
And Tomic went high to get that one.
Runner, Fredrickson off the glass, ripped down Robinson.
Barry's only shooting 40%. That's one of the reasons the Spartans are still hanging around and within 1 possession game.
Spartans, on the other hand, 50%. Marcel Robinson ups it above that, and Marcel has kind of gotten back into the system here. He went dark for a while here, a couple games.
Yeah, 7 points already now, and he's tied the score at 16.
Pass inside. Oh, nice job. But Walsh missing the inside shot. 16 all. Biffle's going to drive. Pull-up jumper inside the arc. Hits it. Spartans lead 18-16. You know, right now they are not on their 95-point pace, but I did some checking. I'll bring this up after we get a stop. There's going to be one soon. Little hop step, tipped away, heading out of bounds. Saved by Robinson, finds Biffle, tries to go inside, it's kicked, and the Spartans will get the ball. And I thought I wrote it down somewhere, but anyway, Barry outscores opponents by about 30 points in the first half.
Wow.
They outscore opponents by about 160 so far this year. They have 160 more points in the second half than their opponents have in the second half. So
they're pretty good.
Hang with them, but then hold on to your seats.
Yeah, we got a long way to go in this one. We could still be in the upper regions, the upper atmosphere of offensive point totals. Hey, Tropical Smoothie Cafe's menu boasts bold, flavorful smoothies with a healthy appeal, all made to order from the freshest ingredients. Their toasted wraps, sandwiches, flatbreads, and bowls are made fresh with quality meats, cheeses, fresh produce, and flavorful sauces. Located downtown at 200 North Tampa, just around the corner from UT. And DP Dough delivers cheesy happiness on and around college campuses, including UT, for calzones, wings, and breadsticks. Order online at dpdough.com. They are open late. And let's give a big shout out to Dr. Selman and Gasser and Florida Orthopedic Institute and their sports medicine team for keeping our players safe and providing athletic training services and medical care to University of Tampa student athletes.
I found my sheet. They've outscored opponents by 37 points in the first half, 111 in the second half.
Yeah, so
you've played 7 games, outscored them by 111. What is that about? It's more than 10. It's about 15 points a half.
15 points a half.
In the half. You're outscoring them by 5 in the first half.
Yeah,
15 in the second half, which adds up. They're outscoring opponents by 21.
Yep, there it is.
So my public school education salvages that equation.
Their last game, by the way, they win 103-91 over Rollins. Rollins is tied with PBA and Barry for first place in the conference.
Now in the lineup is number 3, David Moya.
Florida.
For Barry.
Yep, out of Plantation, Florida.
Robinson off the back of the rim, and I think maybe they're going to give a push to Biffle from behind. Marcel with a little dialogue with one of the refs. Recognize this ref has done a lot of our games over the last few years.
Oh, yeah.
It's been disappointing. They normally come up and high-five us, but this year they're shunning us.
They've heard the things we've said about them, I guess. By the way, in the standings, Nova Southeastern 3-0, Barry 3-0, Eckerd, Rollins, and St. Leo all 3-1. Tampa's 1-3 in conference play right now.
Also now in the lineup is Kyle Carey. This is Moya. Outside on the drive, that's Dolvin. Butch Estes not afraid to go to the bench. Long jumper and it's splashed by Sunday Deck. This time they're going to stop to fix the net, and it's 19-18. Barry regains the lead.
The only game that the Barry Buccaneers have played away from their home court was at Eckerd, and they won 93-89. Eckerd gave them a good go.
Well, you know as well as I do, Eckerd is capable of putting up a lot of points.
They are. I called a game earlier there this year. They scored over 110.
Well, Spartans lucky Biffle got that ball back. Otherwise, it could have been a turnover.
Yeah, Cooper Glick's just shaking his head going, doggone it. I didn't see that coming.
Shelton up top. Nick Marijan did go out. No fouls, though, as Nick has been known to pick up a couple quick fouls. 3 on the shot clock. Saved by Barry, turnover.
Yeah, Cooper Glick with a nice steal. Great anticipation there. Look how quickly they get the ball down.
Oh, a nice block by Bacon from behind.
Yeah, he didn't see that one coming either, did he?
Robinson up top. We're halfway through the first half. Bounce pass into Robinson, posting up off the glass and in. Nice job, Marcel.
Well, Marcel has come to play today. 9 quick points, 4 rebounds, and he's definitely very involved, very, very energetic, especially at the offensive end.
Into the backcourt. Moya. Bacon on him. Boy, he was going to take the three no matter what and missed it, even with the outstretched arms of Duke Shelton in front of him.
Wholesale changes. Next dead ball. Both teams have
changing lines.
2 or 3 players sitting at the table waiting to come in.
Alberto Moreno kicks it out to Marcel Robinson. Turns around, gives it up to Mekhi Biffle. Drives the lane. That'll be and it is a blocking foul and will be on.
I believe it's on Dolvin. Dolvin might have been inside the circle again. It was very, very close to being under the basket. Obviously, Butch Estes does not like the call that much, but
that's one of those that even if you get run over, if you're in that circle, you're going to get the foul.
Yeah.
They're saying it was active shooting. He's giving him 2 shots.
So far, the Berry Bucks have really done a good job paying attention to the conference's second leading scorer, Pat Bacon. He has no points, 0 for 2 from the field, 3 turnovers. Pat Bacon has been pretty much denied at both ends of the floor, and Pat's going to get a quick breather, as is Marcel Robinson.
Mortensen back in, Friedrichsen back in. And I believe that is Kyle Carey back in. Biffle this time hits them both, so he's 2 for 4 from the free throw line, has taken all the free throws for the Spartans so far. Up top, Friedrichsen, guarded by Alberto Moreno. The challenge for Alberto. Bounce pass inside, forcing a pass outside, but Friedrichsen kicks it out. Jumper off the back of the rim. Rebound, though, taken away by Mortensen. Drive, Friedrichsen on the runner, short. Rebound, fighting for it. Shelton finally gets it to Ibrahim. No numbers, but Alberto Moreno drives, a little Euro step up and can't spin it, but tapped up and in by
Anthony Gamble. Wow,
yes.
nice tip. Went right up and just tipped it hard into the basket.
Anthony Gamble just into the lineup for the Spartans.
Spartans' biggest lead. Equals the largest lead, I should say.
And a nice drive down the lane by Carey. 24-21, 7:20 to go first half. Not a lot of stoppages of play in this game. Ibrahim looked at a 3. Back to Gamble. He likes that shot. Won't fall, though.
Now, we've seen a lot of long rebounds at both ends. Both teams shooting 3-pointers like crazy.
Friedrichsen drives. He was not to be denied and got fouled eventually.
And we saw that in the women's game, where a lot of times the Tampa players would have good interior position, good blockout position, but they'd be right under the basket. And on those long 3-point shots, the rebounds are going to be long.
Yep.
And we've seen a couple of them now where Barry's been able to corral an offensive rebound thanks to a long ball off the iron.
24-21, 6:55 to go, I should say. Tampa leads Barry. This is TampaSpartans.tv.
Rebuilt meals. Whether you're a competitive athlete wanting to tone up or just love flavorful, healthy food, their meals are built to feed your body with the proper nutrients that'll fuel your active lifestyle. Enjoy fitness-inspired meal plans with Rebuilt Meals. Visit RebuiltMeals.com. Clean Eats is a new cafe located at 3838 Neptune Avenue, and it's open until 7 o'clock. Not a diet, it's a lifestyle, featuring healthy sandwiches, wraps, bowls, and smoothies. Clean Eats. And, hey, Courtyard by Marriott is simply refreshing, located at 3805 West Cypress in Tampa, an official host hotel of University of Tampa Athletics.
24-21, Tampa on top. Don't have exactly what Barry has done here. Score by half. No, it's fairly even on how much Barry scores in the first half to the second half. It's about a 5-point difference, so that would be 50 to 45,
something like that,
more or less. So, so just trying to figure out if they have a huge run in the second half. It sounds like they just clamped down more on D. in the second half.
Yeah. Well, Tampa's in the lead because of their good shooting. You know, they're shooting 56% from the floor right now. They've hit a couple of threes, and they've held Barry to just 35% shooting. Yes, you give Tampa credit, but you also say, hey, Barry's actually, I think, forced a few shots. Maybe that's part of their game, that they just run up and down the floor and just launch and launch and launch. Maybe they don't even care what the field goal percentage is because they're going to get a lot of shots. They're going to get a lot of points.
Fredrickson, in and out. I think our stat monitor has been
it has been
rebooted.
Yes, I think